Hey, this is Jan Lee from Jan Lee Hypnosis, and I did tell you that I would do this anti-bully session, so what I'd like you to do is just get yourself relaxed. Just as I ask you in that other very brief video was to just get yourself in that state, okay? And now what I'm going to do is put the phone down because you don't need to see me, and you're just going to listen to my voice, okay? All right, let's try this. You can do this. Perfect. Good. That's good. Okay, good. I just want you to breathe. Really, just breathe. Completely breathe deeply. And you're already getting into that very relaxed state where you just zone out. Just begin to zone out and just let go. And if you haven't and you want to close your eyes down, this is a time to do it. Just close your eyes down and notice how heavy they feel. It's almost like they're locked down. And when you really believe, and you know this to be true, that your eyes are just locked down, that they really don't want to open, there's no need for them to open. You could just test for a second. That's it. Stop testing, and you're going to see that they just stay closed. And if you find that your eyes did open, that's no problem. All you're proving is that you know how to open your eyes consciously. Now prove to yourself that you really just can allow them to stay closed because you believe with the power of your mind that your eyes will stay closed, that they really won't be able to open. Just let that go. You can do it. Just let go and keep those eyes closed. Now what I want you to do is imagine in front of you a stairway. In any way you want to imagine it, I want you to imagine that stairway. When you see it, you can just nod. You can just nod a little bit that, yeah, like you see it. You actually can imagine this as you're lying there or sitting there or standing there and you're just relaxing and just zoning out, letting go. You see that stairway, and I want you to imagine that it's 10 steps down, and I'm going to count those numbers down, and I want you to imagine that you're floating down that stairway, and with every number that I say down, you become more and more relaxed, more and more receptive to these positive suggestions I give you, okay? And then you're at step number 10. Imagine, observe yourself almost as if you're floating down that stairway, and you're at number 10. And 9, 8, floating down. 7, floating down. And 6, floating down and deeper relaxed. And 5. And then to 4, that's it. And down to 3. And down, almost getting to the bottom now, down to 2. And down to 1, and all the way down to the bottom of that stairway. That's right. You find yourself more relaxed. That's right, more relaxed maybe than you've been in a long time. It's easy to just let go. Imagine in front of you is a very large door. A door, your favorite color. You know what your favorite color is. That's right, it's easy to just kind of nod your head when you see this big door, your favorite color. Because that favorite color that you have just reminds you that you're unique. It's your color. It's what you love. It's what makes you feel good. So I want you to just very gently find that you can open that door very easily, whether there's a doorknob, whether there's a latch, or it just pushes open. Imagine that it opens so easily that you know you are going to enjoy. You're enjoying now going through that door. And what you see right now on the other side is a place you love. That's right. Imagine you are in the place that you love. Perhaps in reality you've been here a million times. Perhaps it's a place you would love, but you've imagined you've never physically been there, but it certainly feels like you are there now. You are there now. You are there now with the power of your mind. I want you to imagine everything that you see. Use your vision and look around. You can just look around in your mind's eye. Everything that you see is even more vivid. The colors are more vivid. The scene is more vivid. Now allow yourself to hear everything. Everything associated, all sounds associated with this beautiful place that you now call your place. You could say that, this is my place. Let yourself hear what you hear. Notice any aromas, any scents that are associated with this place that you love, your place. Take that all in. The sights, the sounds. That's right, the aromas. Perhaps you find yourself touching something in this room or this place or this scene, and tactile, you can actually feel it with your fingers or your feet, your toes, you can feel it. That's fine, let yourself feel those textures, feel what you feel in this place. That's good. All with the power of your mind, you're there. Now as you're there in this most wonderful place, your place, I want you to imagine that you turn around and you see the door that you just came through, and you're certainly confident and feeling calm and feeling good, so that nothing would scare you. And you find that there's a person that's walking through that door. A person, a superhero, a celebrity, someone you idolize, a family member that you've missed for so long. A hero. Go ahead, imagine that. Imagine that one just walking through and seeing you, and imagine what you do. Imagine what that person does as that one just greets you, embraces you. You immediately feel a sense of confidence and pride, positive joy. I want you to take a minute. I want you to imagine what this very special one tells you. What does this special one say to you? You can listen. Of course, the power of your mind is right there. The suggestions are right there that are good for you. Imagine what this special one says to you, or relates to you, or mentally tells you about what you've been going through, about the bullying. Go ahead, listen. That's right, that's right. You know what that one says is the absolute truth. Bullying is over. You are not going to permit it anymore. You are not permitting it anymore. It's over with the power of your mind. And imagine now that special one adds a final comment and tells you that the power of your mind and that your spirit and the love that you have can overcome hatred, will overcome hatred, is overcoming hatred right now, is overcoming that bully. That bully is like an ugly bug that you simply need to swat away with the power of your mind. You have a force field around you now. That's right. Imagine whether you're 10 years old, you're 15, you're 20, you're 60, you're 70, you can imagine right now that every time you see that person or that bully, you have a force field around your whole body. And it absolutely makes you smile because there's no way in, there's no way that person can affect you. That bully is simply rendered non-powerful, inactive. That's right. That bully is simply made passive, loses his or her power. Because when you have a force field all around you, nothing gets in. It's almost like everything just bounces right off of you. That's right. Imagine now, with the power of your mind, imagine what it would be like right now. It's okay to do this while you are being hypnotized and while you're in this safety of this hypnotic state. Imagine a situation. Your special person is right there beside you, but invisible to this bully. Imagine you're in a situation with that bully, that one who's harassed and hurt you. Go ahead, imagine it now. It's safe. It's safe while you're in this hypnotic state. Use your imagination. Imagine a situation. And imagine what's amazing and what's new is that you have that force field around you, so nothing that person, that bully says affects you. Any kind of harassment, any insults, anything that they throw at you simply bounces right off your force field, and you find yourself smiling at them because you know with every beat of your heart, with every breath you take, you are stronger than hate. Your love will conquer hate. You can render that bully inactive. All with the power of your mind. That's right. And while that special person is right beside you, you feel that. And from this point on, should you ever have a situation with this bully, you can immediately bring that special person right beside you, all with a couple deep breaths, with maybe closing your eyes for a second or two. You can imagine that special person right beside you. And you can easily, with the power of your imagination, have that force field all around you, protecting you, so that anything that's done or said simply bounces right off. With every beat of your heart, with every breath you take, you are confident, powerful, never to be bullied again. Fantastic. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I get to the number 5, you will feel confident, refreshed, knowing bullying is over. Number 1, it's only been a minute or two of this hypnotic state, but you feel completely relaxed and completely confident. And number 2, you know with every beat of your heart, with every breath you take, you are confident, you are worthy, you are unique in all the world and deserve to go to school, to go to work without any bullying. You know that you deserve this, and you will have it. Number 3, allow yourself to feel your fingers and your toes. They might be light, they might be heavy, they might be tingly. That's fine. Just begin to be aware of where you are. And number 4, be aware of your location, where you are, where you're sitting, where you're standing, where you're lying, in your home, exactly where you are, the location, as you become more and more aware, more and more back to normal consciousness. And number 5, with the power of your mind, eyes wide open, feeling good, bullying gone. Thank you. Fantastic. Congratulations.